Weirdcore is an electrifying, surrealist style that revolves around amateurish or low-quality visuals and photos, expertly tweaked to evoke a whirlwind of emotions like confusion, disorientation, dread, alienation, and a blend of nostalgia and anemoia. Aesthetically is heavily inspired by the quintessential look and feel of images that circulated the earlier days of the internet, harking back to the late 90s and mid-2000s. Key ingredients in the Weirdcore recipe include amateur editing, raw digital graphics, lo-fi photography, and unmistakable image compression. Thematically, Weirdcore masterfully instills a sense of dread thanks to its low-res imagery and an ambiguous context surrounding the location or message depicted. But don't mistake it for outright horror. The fear it evokes is more of an unintended byproduct of plunging viewers into the unknown. This impact, of course, is highly subjective, and hinges on each viewer's individual experiences and the specific edit in question. While some might perceive a Weirdcore image as eerie or foreboding, others could experience nostalgia or even a sense of comfort. In the vibrant world of Weirdcore, amateur, hazy, or lo-fi photography takes center stage. It frequently showcases liminal spaces, which serve as a foundation for this style, though they're not mandatory. The digital aspect of an image often materializes as unassuming text that delivers an incomplete or out-of-context message, propelling viewers to ask questions and devise their own interpretations of the cryptic statement. Weirdcore artistry plunges into the realm of the uncanny, forging a thrilling connection to the horror genre. This enigmatic aesthetic dances on the edge of darkness, playfully teasing the spine-chilling and unsettling without fully crossing over into the abyss of terror. By expertly manipulating amateur and lo-fi visuals, Weirdcore stirs up a whirlwind of emotions, melding unease with a sense of the unknown, and drawing viewers into its irresistible, eerie embrace. The Weirdcore aesthetic is often characterized by its use of distorted imagery to craft an atmosphere of horror and unease. By twisting and manipulating visual elements, Weirdcore artists are able to create a surreal and unsettling world that can be both captivating and frightening. The distorted imagery used in Weirdcore often serves to disrupt the viewer's sense of reality, creating a feeling of disorientation and discomfort. This can be achieved through a variety of techniques, such as the use of twisted and mutilated figures, the manipulation of familiar objects into something strange and unfamiliar, or the creation of surreal and dreamlike landscapes. The end result is an environment that is both visually stunning and deeply unsettling, one that is designed to evoke feelings of horror, anxiety, and dread in its audience. The use of distorted imagery in Weirdcore is a deliberate choice, aimed at unsettling the viewer and creating a sense of dread. This is achieved by warping and manipulating visual elements in such a way as to break the viewer's sense of reality, leaving them feeling disoriented and uncertain. The twisted and mutilated figures that are often used in Weirdcore art serve to further the sense of unease, as they challenge the viewer's perception of what is normal and natural. Familiar objects, such as everyday household items or recognizable landscapes, are also often distorted and manipulated in Weirdcore art, further blurring the line between fiction and reality. The surreal and dreamlike landscapes that are often used in Weirdcore serve to add to the sense of unease and horror. These landscapes are often characterized by their unsettling symmetry and use of vivid, unnatural colors, which serve to create a sense of otherworldliness and further disrupt the viewer's sense of reality. The Weirdcore aesthetic uses unsettling themes to create an atmosphere of horror that is both captivating and frightening. This is achieved by exploring the darker aspects of the human experience, such as decay, death, and the unknown, and presenting these themes in a surreal and dreamlike setting that serves to heighten their impact. The twisted and mutilated figures, decomposing landscapes, and other disturbing imagery used in Weirdcore art challenge the viewer's perception of what is normal and natural, leaving them feeling uneasy and disoriented. Additionally, the use of bright, unnatural colors and unconventional patterns in Weirdcore art further contributes to the sense of unease and horror. These elements serve to disrupt the viewer's sense of reality. These images juxtapose bright imagery with really scary themes. Another aspect of the Weirdcore aesthetic that contributes to its atmosphere of horror is its use of symbolism and metaphor. Many Weirdcore artists use symbolic imagery, such as distorted landscapes or mutated figures, to explore complex and often disturbing themes. This can serve to create a sense of mystery and unease, as viewers are left to decipher the deeper meaning behind the disturbing imagery. Through this, the Weirdcore aesthetic is able to tap into the viewer's subconscious and evoke deep-seated fears and anxieties. The use of unsettling themes in Weirdcore art isn't limited to just visual stuff. Music also plays a key role in creating an atmosphere of horror. For example, Everywhere at the End of Time. The use of distorted soundscapes such as manipulated field recordings or electronic music serves to heighten the sense of unease and discomfort. But how does horror actually appeal to us? Why do we like to see all this scary stuff? Shouldn't it be something that we want to run away from? Fear and curiosity are two powerful emotions that are deeply connected to the psychological appeal of horror. When it comes to horror, fear is often the primary emotion that is evoked, as viewers are exposed to frightening and unsettling stimuli. However, this fear is often tempered by a sense of curiosity, as viewers are drawn to explore the unknown and unravel the mysteries that lie at the heart of the horror experience. The connection between fear and curiosity is rooted in the human psyche, as our ancestors relied on these emotions to help them navigate and survive in a dangerous world. Fear helped our ancestors to avoid danger and stay alive, while curiosity motivated them to explore and discover new things. In the context of horror, this connection is still present, as viewers are drawn to the genre not only because of the fear that it evokes, but also because of the sense of mystery and intrigue that surrounds it. In many ways, the appeal of horror lies in the delicate balance between fear and curiosity. The thrill of experiencing horror in a controlled environment is a key aspect of the psychological appeal of horror, and this is particularly true when it comes to the weirdcore aesthetic. By experiencing horror in a controlled setting, such as when you're scrolling an r/weirdcore late at night or listening to The Caretaker, these people in the target audience of weirdcore, which are mainly Gen Zers, are able to confront their fears and anxieties in a safe and controlled environment. This allows them to explore the unknown and delve into the disturbing themes and imagery that are at the heart of the horror experience without actually being in any real danger. The appeal of experiencing horror in a controlled environment lies in the adrenaline rush that it provides. By confronting frightening and unsettling stimuli, viewers are able to experience a sense of excitement and exhilaration that is not found in everyday life. The weirdcore aesthetic, with its use of surreal and dreamlike imagery and distorted soundscapes, is particularly well suited to this type of controlled horror experience. By presenting its unsettling themes in a dreamlike and surreal setting, weirdcore art is able to create an atmosphere of horror that is both captivating and frightening, allowing viewers to experience the thrill of horror in a safe and controlled environment. Horror is a driving force behind the popularity of the weirdcore aesthetic, as it is this genre's ability to evoke fear, anxiety, and dread that makes it so appealing to audiences. The popularity of weirdcore can be attributed to its ability to tap into the viewer's primal fear response, creating a sense of terror that is both alluring and unforgettable. In addition to its ability to invoke fear, the weirdcore aesthetic also appeals to audiences because of its unique and unconventional approach to horror. By presenting its unsettling themes in a dreamlike and surreal setting, weirdcore art is able to create a world that is both visually stunning and deeply disturbing, making it a unique and powerful art form. The satisfaction of exploring the unknown is key to the appeal of horror, and this is especially true of the weirdcore aesthetic. The weirdcore style is distinguished by the use of strange and dreamy imagery, twisted and mangled figures, and warped soundscapes, all of which contribute to a sense of fear and unease by exploring the darker aspects of the human experience. The supernatural extraterrestrial life and the subconscious mind are examples of the unknown. Weirdcore art allows viewers to explore their fears and worries in a safe environment by exploring the unknown in a bizarre and dreamy setting. As a result, viewers are both repulsed and enticed to the unpleasant imagery and themes at the center of the horror experience, creating a sense of tension and excitement. The thrill of exploring the unknown in this way is an important component of horror's psychological appeal, since it allows viewers to confront their fears and worries in a safe and controlled atmosphere. The use of symbolism and metaphor in weirdcore art elevates the excitement of delving into the unknown, as it requires the audience to decipher the deeper significance of the disturbing imagery presented. This generates a sense of mystery and fascination, as the audience is driven to uncover the secrets that are at the core of the horror experience. The symbolism and metaphor used in weirdcore art provide an extra layer of depth, allowing the audience to engage with the unknown on a more intellectual and emotional level. This deepens the impact of the horror experience and adds to the overall satisfaction of exploring the unknown. Okay, whew, Done with that. Oh wait, that's just half the time. Weirdcore is a unique and powerful art style that is deeply related to nostalgia, with its weird and dreamy imagery and usage of frightening themes. Weirdcore artists are able to generate feelings of nostalgia and desire by referencing past fashions, trends, and cultural touchstones, providing a sense of familiarity and comfort that contrasts perfectly with the distressing and uncomfortable concepts at the center of the horror. As spectators are drawn to explore the bizarre and dreamlike world of weirdcore art, the juxtaposition of the familiar and unfamiliar generates a sense of tension and excitement. Nostalgia is especially crucial in the weirdcore aesthetic because it allows the viewer to relive their youth and formative years, making the horror more personal and emotionally resonant. Whether you enjoy horror or simply admire the power of art to elicit strong emotions, the relationship between weirdcore and nostalgia will captivate you. Aesthetic references to the past play a significant role in the weirdcore aesthetic, as they serve to evoke feelings of nostalgia and longing. By referencing past styles, trends, and cultural touchstones, weirdcore artists are able to create a sense of familiarity and comfort that contrasts with the disturbing and unsettling themes and imagery that are at the heart of horror. This combination of the familiar and the unknown creates a sense of tension and excitement, as viewers are drawn to explore the surreal and dreamy world of weirdcore. The references to the past also serve to ground the viewer in a time and place, making the world of weirdcore feel more real and tangible. Nostalgia plays a particularly important role in the weirdcore aesthetic, as it allows the viewer to tap into the memories of their childhood and formative years. This creates a sense of emotional resonance that isn't really found in any other form of horror, as a viewer is able to connect with the disturbing imagery and themes on a deeply personal level. The familiarity of nostalgic elements is a key aspect of the weirdcore aesthetic, as it serves to create a sense of comfort and security in the midst of disturbing and unsettling themes and imagery that are at the heart of horror. The familiarity of nostalgic elements is a key aspect of weirdcore because it serves to add sadness and depression to the horror. Like, I love weirdcore because it allows me to re-experience so many memories that I wish I could go back to. Just like a lot of Gen Zers, my childhood was beautiful but kind of traumatic, and these images really help me to go back and enjoy it. Sure, it's sad and it's scary, but it makes me feel better. So why do we even love nostalgia? The comfort and positive emotions associated with the past are an important aspect of weirdcore, as they serve to counterbalance the disturbing and unsettling themes that are commonly depicted in weirdcore. The comfort and pleasant sentiments connected with the past, in addition to their emotional impact, provide a sense of stability and grounding in the middle of the often chaotic and bewildering realm of weirdcore. This is especially crucial in weirdcore because so many of the images here can leave spectators feeling uneasy and disturbed. The desire to relive or revisit fond memories is a universal human experience, and this idea really comes out through weirdcore. This goes back to what I was saying. I mean, these pictures are kind of like portals back into our childhoods. Weirdcore effectively merges the elements of horror and nostalgia, creating a unique and powerful experience that is both captivating and emotionally resonant. The balance between horror and nostalgia is a crucial aspect of the weirdcore aesthetic. Too much horror can leave the viewer feeling overwhelmed and disturbed, while too much nostalgia can dilute the impact of the horror. Weirdcore artists must strike a delicate balance between these two elements, using nostalgia references and imagery to evoke feelings of comfort and familiarity, while at the same time presenting disturbing and unsettling themes that challenge the viewer's perception of what is normal and natural. The balance of this is what makes weirdcore so unique and powerful. It finds the perfect middle ground between tear-jerking childhood memories and creepy, dreamy, nightmarish entities and existential crises. The contrast between fear and comfort is what makes weirdcore really interesting. These images do something that not many other things do. They juxtapose two opposite emotions. On one hand, you're looking at these images and being brought back to your childhood, and it's really emotionally gripping you. But on the other hand, the horror elements remind you that those memories will never come back. The emotional complexity of the weirdcore aesthetic is a testament to the power of art to evoke deep and complex emotions. At its core, weirdcore art explores the strange and unsettling aspects of the human experience, presenting themes such as death, decay, and the unknown in a surreal and dreamy setting. This exploration of the darker aspects of the human experience serves to challenge our perceptions of what's normal. In this way, weirdcore art is also a powerful reminder of the complex and multifaceted nature of human emotion. Whether we're exploring our fondest memories or confronting our deepest fears, The Weirdcore aesthetic serves to challenge our perceptions of what is real and what is imagined, leaving us with a sense of wonder and intrigue about the world around us. What does this mean for the future of aestheticism and internet culture? The potential future of Weirdcore and its influence on internet culture is an exciting and dynamic area of exploration. With its unique combination of surreal and dreamlike imagery, nostalgic references, and disturbing themes, Weirdcore has already established itself as a powerful and influential force in the world of art and culture. That is, at least online and in Gen Z circles. As technology continues to advance, the possibilities for Weirdcore to evolve and expand are virtually limitless. The use of virtual and augmented reality, for example, could allow Weirdcore artists to create even more immersive and disorienting experiences. Can you imagine that? Going into a Weirdcore world in VR? In addition to its technological evolution, Weirdcore is also likely to have a significant impact on internet culture. With its unique aesthetic and emotional complexity, Weirdcore is poised to become a major influence on the way that we think about art, horror, and nostalgia. Whether it's through the creation of new and innovative forms of media or the evolution of existing art forms, the potential future of Weirdcore and its influence on internet culture is both exciting and awesomely unpredictable. Whether you're an artist, a fan of horror, or simply someone who appreciates the power of art to evoke strong emotions, the future of Weirdcore is sure to be a dynamic and captivating area of exploration. As a Gen Zer who goes through common Gen Z problems like parental trauma and struggling to find my own place in a world that's at constant war with itself, Weirdcore gives me an outlet. The source of all peace, God, Jesus Christ, gave us this aesthetic to help us through hard times. Being in Gen Z is so confusing and weird, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Click on the video in my description on how to change your life if you're struggling too. Please subscribe too if you like this video at least. Blah blah blah, you can always unsubscribe, here's a graph, you know the drill. Anyways, have a great night everybody. Sweet dreams.